Hello again, Traffic Area Blog visitors. This is Scott Holden, and we are going to continue with market research, the Market Research Commandments Part 3. Let us take a look now at the last part of online commercial intention, along with Part 3 of the Market Research Commandments. Just going to read from my teleprompter here. Sorry. So the second thing that we talked about in Market Research Commandments 2 was the commercial value of keywords, or what is sometimes called online commercial intention. There's a few more things to consider in regard to online commercial intention. Let's also take a look at the third commandment, which is going to be, you must take an affiliate, existing, or a new product or service and match that product or service with appropriate traffic streams. Also, you need to consider how and why to offer specific products when doing your market research. It's a common sense approach that most marketers just don't use properly. You need to always keep common sense in mind when you're looking at these things. Common sense won't always tell you what you need to know, but it'll certainly help you figure out some new ideas. So ask yourself two questions when you're doing this. What product or service can I offer to this traffic stream? And second, how can I offer it with its own unique selling proposition? When you ask these two questions, what you're doing really is playing two roles at once as a marketer. You're following the evergreen theory of supply and demand, or simply giving a market what it wants in the right place at the right time. Many people call this affiliate marketing, which is fine, but it's broader than that. What you're doing is satisfying a demand in the market. The second question really answers a more powerful and more difficult question and skill. How can I offer something which is either a hybrid product, has added value, or is a completely new idea, or any combination of these three? This is what a lot of people, some marketers, not a lot, but some marketers have called this alchemy. It's product creation. It's a purely imaginative and creative skill. It's not really measurable. It has immense value. It can create completely new business ideas. And, depending on the person, some people have this skill, they're very good at it. For others, it might take you a lot longer to think of new ideas and get ideas flowing. Sometimes it can take weeks or even months to come up with a new market idea for your market that you're in. Um, so, don't stress yourself over it too much. If you can't make the alchemy part work easily, or if you can't make a market reveal a novel approach for you, the best way to approach it is to simply match traffic to products and services to begin with, and then just plug in a hybrid approach, or simply add value, add a unique value proposition to the product idea that you're looking at. So essentially add more value to it. So let's go back to my first point and finalize what the last things are you need to look at in regards to commercial value when comparing keywords. So let's look through what we were looking at before through a different lens. And let's use this model for analyzing commercial value. With Market Samurai, we can also do this manually, but with Market Samurai they call this SEOV, or SEO value. That's simply the sum of adding the organic traffic searches per day for the top paid spot you would expect to get from Google, taken at about 40 to 50% of the amount of traffic Google tells you is coming in, times the cost per click of that word in the pay-per-click AdWords system for the top pay-per-click ad. we're assuming that the value is at least as high as the cost that's being paid for that keyword. Otherwise, people wouldn't be paying that price. That's just a general rule of thumb. Now, on certain keywords, that can get skewed because there's sometimes certain companies or marketers that are paying more just because they're accepting a loss leader. So they're willing to pay more and take a loss on the front end to collect leads. But in general, the high majority of times, this isn't the case. And remember, you're not building your site around one keyword. So if you find one keyword that might be the case, don't worry. Look at your collective keyword base. Two, you need to look at OCI, or the pure online commercial intention number that the Bing database would show us if we went over to Bing and looked for online commercial intention. It's good to look at this number because it will reveal to you the percent of the keyword searchers who might be interested in buying versus what the pure cost and traffic is. So with cost and traffic, we can say, that if we multiply cost times traffic, we have a general total value. But if we look at the OCI, it gives us a better indicator of how likely that traffic group is to be buying. So you want to look at both of them. Thirdly, you want to define a unique selling proposition where traffic meets products and services. So we must use our ideas to measure from a conceptual space if we can create a combination which is not already existing in the space, that doesn't already exist for those keywords that we're targeting. This is a really groundbreaking method that whole new businesses can be born out of. But as I said, if you don't come up with a completely original idea, that's okay. You can use the other ideas. So we need to also consider, lastly, after looking at all this stuff, who's your competition? Who's your competition for the keywords you intend to target? So don't proceed until you've looked at your competition. And we'll look at the competition analysis in the next article and series of videos. So let's take a look. Let's jump over to Market Samurai and just take a look at, let's go back to Japanese recipes, and I'm going to show you how we flush this all out. Just wait for this to load. It is a little slow loading sometimes when you've got multiple tabs open like I do, at least on this Ubuntu operating system. Should be a lot faster on other systems, I would imagine. So let's just take a minute and let this load. Okay, so let's go back to our original marketing project idea of Japanese recipes. And here we are, Japanese recipes. So again, what we're looking for is SEOV, SEO value, which is the average number of searches daily, the average number of daily clicks you could expect to get if your site was ranked number one for this keyword on Google. This is just Google. You could get other traffic from the other search engines as well, but we're looking at Google here. So the SEOV, SEO value is the amount of clicks you could expect to get daily times the average pay-per-click cost for AdWords. So the first thing we want to do, we search by, we've looked at Japanese recipes and we sort by SEOV, and this will give us a good idea where the money is on these different keywords. But we're also going to take a look at online commercial intention. We're going to keep in mind how we might use different products uniquely in a unique selling proposition, and also take a look at our competition in the next series. That's the end of this video. I will see you in the second part.